Hey guys, welcome back to another update. Actually, this is the last update of SpellerShip before it's an app. That's not to say the app is going to happen next week or anything. There's still a lot to do, but this is the last update where it's like stuff that people are going to notice. Whereas what I have to do now is going to be more behind the scenes work, and there's a lot of that. So I don't know when it's going to happen exactly, but so here's what's new in 10.3, 0.10.3. The first thing is, if previously the app did not support special characters at all, so if it were something like this, resume with accents over the E, it would actually ask you to hit the R and then it would jump to the S. So it would just skip over the E, show you the E after pressing S, but it would skip it. But now you actually need to press E and then S as you would expect. So just to show you what that looks like. Okay, so that works now. Also, spaces are now supported. Spaces were always supported in the lessons, but by that I mean a space in the answer, like resume ideas. Now there's a space. Previously, this free board, you wouldn't see the space. You would never see it again. And then, if you have the same space in two different answers, it wouldn't show that space even in the lesson player. Now it does. So I'll show you. That looks like, as soon as I hit the I, it's going to show that space because the space is in both answers. So it shows the space. As soon as I hit press D, it's going to add the accents over the E. There we go. Also fixed is if you were to switch boards midway through a word, you just lose the word. Like this, you would have just lost the word, but now it keeps the word as it should. So you can finish here. Okay. Yeah, so that's what's new there. And to show the next thing is let's jump into the lesson here. I'm in the computer science lesson. Go to a question. What does programming involve? Writing code or zip handling? All right. So previously, if you press a wrong key 3 times in a row, it would say spell writing code, but it wouldn't show you that. And if you were muted, you wouldn't have that help if you were muted. But now if you do 3 in a row, let's try to do 3 in a row. It's going to say that right there, spell writing code. Okay, so we hit the R, that goes away. But if we do 3 more in a row, it's going to come back, spell writing code. So 3 in a row and it'll do that. It'll still say that too. I just have it muted right now, so you're not going to hear that, but it'll still say that at the same time as well. And also now this is an option. So if you go to this board prompt dialog, you see this here. You can turn that on or off. It's interesting that these choices are disabling. That's a bug. I got to fix that. I shouldn't do that. So that's an option now. All right. Then the last thing that I changed has to do with this button and this button. And also, so you'll see if I hit a wrong key, like it'll be disabled for a second and then come back. You see all that? So it's like everything grays out and then comes back. Hit the J, grays out, comes back. All right, so that's one of the durations that is now an option. I'll show you that in a minute. This passage button also, if I hit that, hit the question, okay, now both of these are disabled for a number of seconds. And that's not new, but what's new is that these are now options. You can actually go to the options screen and change that. So that looks like this. If you go to options, you'll see all 3 of those things here. Mispoke reset, that's how long between mispokes that you have no keyboard. You cannot press the keyboard. By default, that's 3 seconds. I've lowered mine to 0.3 just for testing purposes. And then the passage cooldown, by default, that's 50 seconds. And that's going to control not only how often they hear the passage, but also how often they see the passage. The question cooldown does not control how often they see the question because you can always go to the question, always go back to the question. But it controls how often you hear the question if it's not muted. So that's what that's for. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy.